It's got to be a little bit exciting too, having just come off the course, and I mean, obviously you know it, intimately.
Absolutely. I mean, just coming off the course, you know where he's coming through and what kind of pain and suffering he's got to go through to still get to the finish. And so for that, it's really exciting. And a time trial like this in the rain definitely for the spectators makes the race so much better, because at any moment anything can happen. I mean, you go through a roundabout, you go down, you crash, it's over. You break a leg, you break an arm or something, your race is done. Just because, I mean, even if you just have a small crash, it could be something that you break and you just don't know if the guy's going to get up afterwards. So for a rider, for a spectator, it's all the same when you're watching it on the TVs. You just know that anything can happen. And on TV, it always looks a lot more dangerous than it actually is when you're on your bike.
Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. On your bike, you're like, oh, I still had a couple more inches to the side of the road, but on TV, you're like, he's gonna go down.
You're one of the most experienced tour riders in this tour. How does this Tour de France up until now compare to other tours you've seen in terms of no clear favorite and sort of maybe a little bit less predictable?
Well, it's definitely less predictable, and it kind of shows how hard of a job we had over the last 7 years when Lance was leading, just because it's so hard to control the race. And as you see, Rabobank's not doing a great job of that. It's just the tactics completely change when there's not a strong team controlling the race. So it's going to be up in the air until I think the final Pyrenees day, definitely the last time trial.
We saw Andreas Kloden come in. Can you talk about the extent of his injuries from the crash?
I don't know the injuries. I just saw that he fell in the curve, and we didn't ask how he was feeling. I would just put him back on the bike, and he had to continue. Certainly it has taken away the concentration, and probably lost 30-40 seconds in this accident, but I mean, the course was the same for everybody. That's part of the game.
Discovery now has Contador and Leipheimer also in the top 7. Is that the biggest threat for Astana?
No, it's Cadel Evans the biggest threat.
Yeah. Not Michael Rasmussen, not Carlos Sastre.
Yeah, but I think it's Cadel is much more dangerous, because Cadel is very regular on the tour. He has proven that in the past, and he's very, very strong in the mountains. He's good in the time trial, and it's a guy who's very, very solid on the bike. And I believe very much in Cadel Evans.
The 3 Pyrenees stages are so much harder than the Alps, and everything can still change. And even Vinokourov, I don't count him out. He's been used to ride always from the defensive and attacking. He even won the Tour of Spain last year when he lost a lot of time in the first mountain stage. So now he's apparently he's back again, and his team is strong. So it's definitely we have to pay attention with Astana.
Looks like Contador had a pretty solid ride today. Is that going to change anything for you guys going into the Pyrenees now that he's staying in the top 10? And
well, we definitely, we keep doing our own races and our own race, and we have the full support of the team. And we don't have the lead, so it's not like one has to sacrifice for the other. But you know what, he looks good, and if I were the other guys, I'd be worried, because I don't think anyone can climb with him in the race. I mean, I think Rasmussen's got to be getting tired, so I don't know if anyone can go uphill with him.
I decided to put the last couple of days behind me, and trying to stay as focused as I possibly can on the race. That's what I'm here for. And for the moment, well, I don't even know what the classification looks like, other than Evans is a minute behind me. But obviously him, Alberto Contador, and the 2 Astana riders are for the moment the most difficult or dangerous competitors. But I mean, we have to go through 600 kilometers of Pyrenees staging the next 3 days, and everything can be turned upside down many times.